Imagine this, you have to onboard a new client and you need to analyze their five main competitors really, really fast. You generally have two ways to handle this. The first way is to open ChatGPT, ask it to analyze the competitors, and it will do that one by one, losing context in the process, and you will get a decent but narrow summary where there will be a lot of information about the first competitor, but very or little information about the last one. The second option instead is to open Claude Code and create an actual AI research department on the fly. This department is composed of different AI agents that would analyze the competitors by multiple angles, all in parallels. And the beauty about this kind of system is that this agent can coordinate with each other and they can share findings and inform the different work of each other. This is what AI team let you do. They allow you to create different AI departments in your business for all your different business tasks. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how Claude Code agent teams works, explain you the three different levels, so normal agents, sub agents, and agent teams, so that you can know what to use where. And I'll walk you through how to set this up directly for your business. So we have three different levels of AI work over here. The first level is the single agent one. Essentially, you can think about that as you, the business owner, giving a task to an employee. So the employee will be able to run the specific task. So that could be analyze the different five competitors. And what will happen most of the time is that the first competitor will be analyzed in a very good way. Meanwhile, as we come to competitor number five, the quality will not be the same because of effort, because of time crunches, and all this different information like that. The agent work in exactly the same way. So the agent has a context window, so a limited context window where some information could be present over here. It loses track of the previous work. So if, for example, we can find some information about competitor one, not always this information could be referenced back to competitor 5 because it will not remember past information as good. And also the whole process for the agent is sequentially. So I will start with competitor 1, competitor 2, competitor 3, and so on. So this is the first level single agent. This is what you do with ChatGPT. This is what you do with Claude. This is what you do with Claude Code with a single agent. Next, the second level that we have is sub agents. So over here, you can imagine this as you, the business owner, asking for a specific task, such as analyze competitors to an employee, and then that employee would give part of that task to interns, for example. So an intern could be responsible for analyzing competitor one, another intern could be responsible for analyzing competitor two, and so on. So this is exactly the way the agent would work. You would have a main agent. So the main agent would be the one that would come up with the research, that would create the final research. And then you will have different sub agents which will be responsible for different parts. So in this case, the different sub agents would be responsible for competitor one, competitor two, competitor three. So what will happen is um, one subagent would analyze competitor one, and then the main agent would be responsible for connecting the dots of the actual report and creating everything. The problem with this kind of thing is that the agent, the different subagents, the different interns cannot talk to each other. So they cannot share findings that they can find across different competitors. And then only the main agent would be responsible for connecting the dots at the end of the day. So this is level 2. Now let's talk about level 3, which is actually the way a team works together. So you can think about that as a team lead. So you will have like the main responsible for the project itself, and then you could think about the different people within a team. So if you think about the concept of competitor research, we could have one person that is specialized in analyzing data. We could have a person that is specialized in analyzing product pages, analyzing pricing pages. We could have a strategist which would be responsible for coming like creating everything together and coming up and condensing all the information together. And so The idea is exactly that. You would have you would have a team lead. So the team lead would be the person that assigns the different tasks to the different agents. Every single agent will be a single instance, so it will have a single full context within that agent. Every single agent can talk with each other. So the research expert in this case could talk with the analysis expert, the research expert could talk with the strategy, and so on. And all of them can share different insights between each other so that you can create a deeper analysis. So, in this way, you are able to create a much better output using agent teams for more complex projects. Okay, so let me show you a live example. First off, what we will do is we will enable agent teams within Claude Code. So where I am over here right now is in the documentation for Claude Code. Here it will do a full explanation of how to use agents, how to use agent teams, so that you can take this specific documentation and read it for yourself or ask for a summary. The things that we will look at is the specific enable agent teams. So those are disabled by default. We need to enable those. In order to do that, we'll need to go into our instance. So we'll create a Claude .claude folder. Within the .claude folders, we will create our settings.json, and then within the settings.json, we will have to copy this specific file over this specific part of code over here. Okay, so we are within Claude Code, and now we can ask something like, I'd like you to spin up an agent team responsible for performing a competitor analysis for HubSpot.com. The idea would be for you to research the different competitors to HubSpot in terms of different things such as their marketing, their pricing, their product suite, their positioning, and then in the end create a full documentation that would help me make sense of that and would help me understand what could be some smart decisions that we could take. So yeah, this is one example. Now let me change the naming because it didn't add the correct name to HubSpot. And let's run this specific command so we can see what is the structure of this looking like. The first step over here will be to create the team, define the specific task, and then spin up the different agents. So as we mentioned in the beginning, we need to create a main agent, so a team agent. The team agent would be responsible for all these different things. So as you can see right now, what the team agent is doing is creating the specific tasks that we need to research. So all these different tasks are created by the team agent. And then after that, the team agent will be responsible for creating the different agents that we have available. So as you can see over here, one of the tasks is research HubSpot competitor pricing models, and then we created a pricing researcher agent specifically related to that. For the marketing strategies, we have a marketing researcher. For the product, we have a product researcher, and then for the positioning, we have a positioning researcher. So the system will ask for performing different researcher. And as you can see over here, each agent right now is working independently on its own, performing specific research on their specific field that they want to focus on. One thing that we can do if we want is we can press shift plus down or up to select the specific agent. So for example, if I want to have a look at what the positioning agent is doing, over here I can see what are the specific web researches of these specific agents, and then like I can also search for what is the product researcher doing, for example, directly over here, or what is the marketing researcher doing. So in this way, I can have a full understanding of every single agent. And what I can also do is I can guide a specific agent, and I can message one specific agent if I wanted to. So for the marketing agent, what I could say, for example, is either I want to have a little bit of a focus when it comes to content marketing specifically, because I know HubSpot is really strong at this. So in this way, I can actually guide further one single agent without influencing all the other in the meantime. And if I go back over here in the team lead, the team lead will be just responsible for coordinating these different agents and checking the status, making sure that everything is running correctly. So a few minutes just passed and the system actually finished the full analysis. Uh, when we are looking at the full research over here, we can see that every single teammate, every single agent was responsible for a specific thing. The last task, which would be the task of condensing everything together, was done by the team lead. And then, as we can see over here from the marketing researcher, the marketing researcher went above and beyond, added a deep dive content marketing section, as we mentioned ourselves in the window itself. So let's have a look at what is the final result. Over here, we would have different documents that are being created. And so we can have a look at what is the executive summary. Here you can see we have a competitor overview, pricing comparison, and different information clearly divided into different sections. So here we can see what is the pricing part, what is the product and feature comparison, AI capabilities, marketing strategy analysis, and a graph over here, and as many information that we can have available. I would say this could even be a product that could be a standalone deliverable that can be upsold to clients directly over here. And then if you want to go more in depth, over here you can see, for example, the marketing research for Salesforce. So as you can see here, we have a content marketing approach deep dive for every single one, as well as the different information such as community building, key partnerships, events, and different information like that. So yeah, all of that, and then other information on the different ones. So this was just an example of using Claude Code as a strategic partner for creating an agent team. Keep in mind this agent team concept could be applied to every single area. So if you need to build up a project, which could be an automation project, you could create an agent team. One part would be responsible for gathering requirement, one part would be responsible for understanding API documentation, one part would be responsible for implementation, one part would be responsible for QA. And so in this way, you can actually start to think about what are the different agents, what are the different team members that actually make up a specific action and work in this specific way by you mentioning to create an agent team and just making sure that you have a specific task that you like to do, and then the system will be able to coordinate the agents for yourself. So yeah, that's what I got you for today. Hope you liked this video. Hope you learned something. Hope you can start to think about how this can be implemented within your business. If you're interested in building an AI workspace for your own business, architecting your service so that it would be agent native, you can check the second link in the description. Otherwise, if you're interested in understanding how I'm building out AI workspaces, you can check the first link. Enjoy.